Apparently, it's that time of year once again, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's because it just feels like every once in a while you have the realization that the Pokemon Company is up to some interesting stuff. So with every Pokemon game, eventually there's going to be a special battle season or some kind of format that forbids the most used Pokemon in recent play, and it seems like that time is upon us for Special Battle Season 6 in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So Season 6 will run from September 12th to November 14th, and it bans the top 15 most used Pokemon for the last few seasons of Battle Spot. Now, the thing about these special battle seasons, I already know that people are going to be like, but Smogon, they do the same thing, and they ban, and you say banning's bad. Now, the Pokemon Company is banning, and that's bad. Well, they do this all the time because they have either the online competitions, which have certain restrictions, which quote-unquote ban other Pokemon, but also they do weird things. Like, currently, it's an inverse battle, and it's not official. Like, it's something, it's a fun format to do on the side, but it doesn't contribute to anything major. So it's the same like that. They also had that with a 1v1 format. So, you know, a 1v1 format, it's not going to be at Worlds, it's not going to be anything crazy, but it is a new rule set that you can go and try out. Also, I believe you get the opportunity to download it, and then you can play it with your friends, and it's happened pretty much every Pokemon game where they've been doing like the Pokemon Global Link stuff. So it's just a fun thing to see how much things change or don't change. But the weird thing about it is that it has been announced, but it has not been announced on the Pokemon Global Link. Last thing was the no holds barred participation prize. Also, if you entered and you have not claimed that prize, you should do so. It's 50 battle points. All you have to do is go on Pokemon Global Link, click on that, be logged in, and then it will take you to where you need to go. But if you go to the Japanese Pokemon Global Link, it's already translated. As you can see, that's all Japanese fun stuff right there. So yeah, there's the update. September 12th, Rating Battle Season 6 starts after maintenance is over. And then when you go and click on it, that's where we get all of the details. But unfortunately, the names of the Pokemon are going to be the Japanese names, which aren't always the same as the English names, and that's why we're going to go and check out the Pokemon, the Cerebi list, because Cerebi has it all. So after that, we have Charizard, Gengar, Gyarados, Porygon 2, Blaziken, Salamence, Garchomp, Lucario, Hippowdon, Mamoswine, Ferrothorn, Landorus, Greninja, Aegislash, Mimikyu, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Fini. Those Pokemon will not be usable during the rated battle for Season 6. I honestly, we're just going to see what happens, you know? I don't think it really changes much because it does, like I said, it doesn't go into anything official. Also, it's going to be a 3v3 single battle format. And after checking out, you know, the single battle system, you can see, like, the most used Pokemon. It kind of makes sense. I was surprised that, like, 3 Tapu Pokemon are in the top 15. But yeah, Tapu Fini has been gaining a lot of ground. Tapu Lele has been pretty powerful from the start. I'm guessing everyone's running like Choice Scarf. We have 42% on the modest Choice Scarf Tapu Lele. And then we even have like Psychium Z for big damage. Specs for just, you know, you hunker down and you one-shot everything in your way until you eventually go down. And then, yeah, so that seems about right on Tapu Lele. Yeah, that Pokemon has a lot of damage. Same for the Tapu Koko. And then we're always going to see Landorus, Blaziken around top. And Mimikyu, it's just a reliable Pokemon. Like, I wouldn't say that Mimikyu is overpowered and as strong as some of the other Pokemon that we see in, like, the top 10 and stuff. But it is a very reliable Pokemon, so some of that safety is the reason why we see it. Same with the Landorus. You know, Landorus, it doesn't go around one-shotting and just nuking everything and it's impossible to play around, but it has, like, legendary Pokemon stats, and it also brings the Intimidate while having good ins and outs, and then, yeah, you just Scarf it with Rock Slide and Earthquake, and there's not much your opponent can do about that because of the speed and the natural damage that it has. So a lot of this makes sense, but there's also some interesting ones, like Lucario's banned, even though it's been 26th most used, and I don't think it has much usage in doubles, even though this is like single format. So I guess they're just kind of taking the overall usage from not only Season 5, but all the other seasons combined. We might have seen like other Pokemon have some more usage. Yeah, Lucario got 15th in Season 2, so I guess it's the combined total usage, like we see here with Mamoswine, Tapu Fini. Actually, yeah, oh wow. It looks like they might just be straight up taking like the first couple of seasons, not necessarily the last one. Whenever they did the numbers, you know, maybe there was a little mix-up going on at the end. So now Porygon 2, it's banned, but it's 19. So it seems like these are the Pokemon they expect to see. Tapu Lele, I thought Mimikyu was always number 1, but I guess Tapu Lele took over for a bit. Tapu Fini, actually always hanging around, then Aegislash, good Pokemon. So these are the Pokemon that will not be usable. Again, I don't think it changes much, and 3v3 format is also pretty crazy. It just, when it comes to Pokemon, I feel that, you know, more older Pokemon need a buff, because with the most used Pokemon, it's mostly just these Pokemon are the best choice to do what they do. You know, if there's another Pokemon that does something similar, there's not going to be much room for them to be used because these Pokemon are so good. We have like best sweeper for special attack, like Scarf Sweeper special attack. We have one of the best just outright sweepers, you know, Life Orb, speed, insane amounts of damage right there. Garchomp on top for pseudo legendary, best mega option. Charizard, also really good setup Pokemon for like sweeping. Mimikyu, just like reliable, disruptive Pokemon that can like counter setup a bit. Gyarados, again, very strong meta, or mega. We have Mamoswine for setup, Stealth Rocks, best physical Scarfer. I think like almost everyone's just running like Baton Pass on their Blaziken. So yeah, 1-4 running the Blaziken on the Baton Pass. So again, just a quick setup sweeper for damage, or also just Baton Passer for Blaziken. And you can kind of see like all the other ones. They do what they do, and they're really good at it. Greninja, it's kind of like the coverage sweeper, so more coverage than Tapu Koko for less damage and less speed. Lucario, again, Mega Pokemon, has some crazy mix-up and stuff. Kangaskhan actually still getting a lot of usage, even in like the earlier seasons. I think that might have dropped off more by now, because people were still trying to like, you know, Kangaskhan was so good that little nerf shouldn't bother it too much. But yeah, Kangaskhan seems to have dropped off quite a bit right now. Primarina, it's actually top 30, which is pretty nice. So we're seeing a lot of different things going on right here. Hippowdon coming in, just like a lot more physical Pokemon, so you need that physical tank that can come in and disrupt. It's interesting to watch the metagame evolve, but I think it just kind of shows we're still dealing with the same problems year after year. You know, Landorus, it needs a nerf, but how are you going to nerf a Pokemon that's supposed to have the legendary stats? You know, its theme has been kind of cemented, and you can't really mix that up too much. I don't really think there's too many problems with the other Pokemon, just that they're picked too much. The terrains, they provide too much free utility. What I've been saying is that what you need to see for the Tapu Pokemon is nerf the terrain to 3 turns. Like, if it's going to be a terrain setting ability, that's going to be 3 turns. If you use the move, that gives you 5. And I'm wondering, like, even Terrain Extender, you know, if you have to force Tapu Koko and Terrain Extender to give it 5 turns, or Tapu Lele for Terrain Extender to give it 5 turns, it's still gonna have a lot of turns of potential power, but then it's losing the Scarf, losing Life Orb. I think that'll balance out the Pokemon really well. So I think, like, it just seems like we're not getting enough old Pokemon in there without, like, a Mega Evolution, and a lot of the new Pokemon are just way too good. So, yeah, buff the old Pokemon, maybe trim the top a bit, and that's going to give us a healthier metagame, because, like I said, you just look at these Pokemon, best Trick Room, it's the best for everything, and there's really not much counterplay around anymore because of the other generations. Back in 4th Gen, you had a lot more freedom, but as we got 5th, 6th, 7th, you have less freedom because the other things are just too good, and then the gameplay has also changed massively since then as well. So there we go, guys. That's just kind of my update and thoughts as to what's going on with Season 6. I don't really know who's kind of like involved with everything going on with the Battle Spot and stuff. Pokemon Global Link, it's had issues since the launch of Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's had issues since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I've been seeing, I don't know if like that's been keeping people off as well. There's that new competition. I don't know if people are going to be entering the Mega Melee, where only Pokemon that can Mega Evolve are allowed. I think that also doesn't really... That's just like a 50 battle point win, because now we already have like the Mega Stones. So once we get the last batch of free Mega Stones, that should be coming up in the next week or 2. We'll have all the Mega Pokemon available. The rewards are going to be 50, actually not even, yeah, just 1 battle. To qualify, all I have to do is enter, participate in 1 battle. That's going to be 50 battle points right there. And I think that's it. So I don't know how the Pokemon Global Link is looking. It feels like the Battle Spot just died harder than any other generation of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I want to say that's because of the Pokemon that have been introduced and the way the meta just like instantly stagnated. Hacking, cheating took off to an insane degree. It's just not as fun to battle Pokemon on the Battle Spot as it used to be for all the various reasons and stuff like that. Japan, you know, Asian Pokemon players, incredibly dedicated, always killing it. Oh my goodness, where's like the first American player? Yeah, so I think it might actually, it seems like Pokemon might still be going very strong. You know, the Japanese Pokemon, like we can see with the Japanese Pokemon Global Link, they keep everyone updated. They have a lot of events going on. The news is still pretty good out there, and it seems like they don't have a problem with what's going on. But outside of Japan, that it seems like it's a lot less play, you know, that's going on right there. This is actually crazy. Top 100. No American players. So yeah, it seems like we haven't been responding as well to what's going on with Pokemon in the East. That might just be because of the culture. It might just because Japanese players are naturally more dedicated. I don't know. It does lead to some interesting breakdowns. Don't know if this battle season is going to affect anyone. Don't know who's really playing. I just got back from PAX. A lot of people I talked to, they said, Pokemon's dead right now. They're going to see how Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon goes. But because of the announcement, like, I feel like we got in a really awkward position as well. Because of the announcement when it came to the Pokemon on the Switch, or the Pokemon game on the Switch 2018, we got that announcement. because everyone was upset about Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Nintendo, they had like a knee-jerk reaction, you know, we were pissed off. They wanted to be like, don't worry guys, we have a new Pokemon game, it's going to be good, but in 2018, because that, like, everyone's already skipping over Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and since we're still on Pokemon Sun and Moon, it seems like no one cares. That's really sad. Trying my best to keep you guys informed, but I don't know who's going to, like, hop on and really keep with it. There we go, so that's our news update. Hope you all enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.